Welcome back to the channel. Let's go. At least this way, if I get lost, there's something to eat. In this week's episode, I go camping with my students. First, we need to pack, and then we need to get going. I'm a little bit anxious. Tomorrow, I'm doing something that I haven't done in like 2 years. It is camping time with my students, and I haven't been like tent camping in 2 years, not since we got Bluebird. We did it one time when the kids booted us out of the van. They had the van, we did the tent. But the problem is, it's confession time. Last time I pitched the tent, my back went out when I was trying to secure the pegs. And it was bad. It was not a great experience. So I'm a little bit nervous. That being said, I love camping. I always have. I'm just a little bit worried that with chronic illness being what it is right now, with my fibro having been so flary lately, and this past week and a half, my Crohn's has kind of been doing its thing too and messing with my stomach. It makes me a little bit anxious and a little bit nervous about going camping and being responsible for a bunch of kids. I also checked the forecast for tomorrow and the rest of the week.
That looks like a ghost. Look.
You're very scary. You're also not going to be in the tent with me tomorrow. So, we've got rain. Rain today, rain tomorrow, rains galore. It's going to be lovely. So, the 2 other teachers that I am going on this camping trip with, and all the students are going to be going there on a hike. I lucked out because I'm taking all the gear, all the tents and sleeping bags and things like that, which means I get a car. I was so sure that I remembered how to put this tent together. It was harder than I remembered. But we finally got it up, and all of the students' tents as well. We actually booked the canoes and saunas in advance, so we were ecstatic that there was no rain. It was just gorgeous.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if
I think it's safe to say that the EcoFlow is this generation's campfire because I decided to bring it for charging purposes. I was thinking mine, for some reason. I know it's overkill. And of course, Miss Swiss. But everyone, including mosquitos, ended up in our tent because of it. Well, canoeing was super fun. I was hoping that I'd be able to do a little bit of the Tenzi knit because I'm kind of hurting after putting the tent up and going canoeing, but the battery's out. Luckily, I took some Tramadol, and I'm just gonna lay down and rest. Maybe do some crocheting. We'll see. As the sun started to set, we headed over to the barbecue area to have dinner, do some hamburgers and stuff, barbecue-y, campground kind of stuff. I have to say I was really, really impressed. Some of our students had brilliant culinary skills. And can we take a moment to appreciate this footwork? Yes, I'm wearing a cat onesie, and these be my camping nails. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper camping experience without marshmallows. We just finished grilling hamburgers and marshmallows, and I think the kids are getting ready to go sauna and go swimming and stuff. I love this so much. I was a little bit anxious. I'm hoping that sleeping isn't going to be too painful in the morning and throughout the night, but so far everything is just so cool. I love that we're doing this with the 9th graders like at the beginning of their last school year in our school, because I think it really gives a sense of, bonding, and it's an experience that they're going to have with them throughout the year and throughout the rest of their lives. Gosh, I'm really going to miss them. It really was one of those magical evenings for me where we all just hung out together in the tent. It was such a blast. I think I passed out somewhere around midnight, but I'm pretty sure that some of the students didn't actually go to bed. Either way, time to pack. I didn't want to take for granted that the air mattress would be okay and hold, so I actually put this extra thingamajiggy underneath just in case. But I think the 2 layers was a good choice. I survived. I'd say it was a really good night, or at least beyond what I thought it was going to be. The rain has just now started coming down, so we had great weather yesterday, which was really nice for the canoeing and the barbecuing or grilling and all of that stuff. I think the double air mattress, well, it wasn't really, the double mattresses were really good. A bit of pain, but not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's nice. Now we're getting a bit of rain though. Pain-wise, I'm hurting, but it could be worse. I do think it's also a question of your expectations, and I was expecting this to be a little bit of a disaster. So I'm good. The rain is really starting to calm down, and it is time to go up for breakfast. We're kind of regretting not packing everything up before the rain got worse, but you live and you learn. Okay, so we're supposed to go to some kind of rain shelter to have breakfast. And I saw the other teachers going into the woods, and now I'm like, where the heck is the path? I have no clue. I forgot my shoes. That sounds like a really bizarre thing to say, but I was packing up the car to bring everybody's tents and things, and I forgot to change shoes, and I didn't realize it until we were here setting up the tent. Not the best gear for. There's supposed to be a path somewhere. I heard voices. Oh crap. There's supposed to be a path. Dagnabbit. It's a broken branch. Isn't that supposed to be like tracking, like somebody's been here? Maybe we were on the right way. Mushrooms. More mushrooms. Poisonous mushrooms. We don't eat those. At least this way, if I get lost, there's something to eat. I think I see it. Is that it? I think so. Well, here's a road or a path or something. That would have been the smart way to go. Yes, I finally found my way to the shelter, And it was really funny to look at. Like, seriously, this thing was just covered with graffiti. Some of it really dated. Could it have been prettier? Well, yes. But nobody really cares when you've been sleeping outside and there's breakfast on the way. Sandwiches and hot chocolate. I think we're boiling. Yeah. Time to pack up and head home. So I came home yesterday from the camping experience, and it was so much fun. It was wonderful. It was completely worth it. When I say worth it, I mean it costs a lot when you have chronic pain and things like that to do something like this. When we were getting everything ready and packing up the car for with all the tents and everything to go out, a colleague of mine were like, "Are you going camping? Are you insane?" And the answer is yes, I am. I'm aware that I'm nuts, so that's okay. I can take it. But it is very much it's going to cost my body a lot, because even if I manage to get through it, I'm going to have to pay for it later, which I was hoping, like yesterday when I woke up, I was like, I'm doing pretty good. Not that bad, baseline pain is what it is. I'm doing okay. And then while we were having breakfast with the kids and hot chocolate, it just went bam and just floored me. And in one sense, I'm like, I should have known better. I should have known that I couldn't get away with, sleeping on the ground in a tent and all of that. But on the other hand, I'm like, if I hadn't done it, I wouldn't have the high that I got from spending the evening and the night with my students, having amazing talks, and just getting to share life with them in a very unique way, and in something that for me is going to be a really special memory always, because this is my last year as their mentor. This is my last year as their, having them in our school. And I think it's really fun that we did it. And even if I know that I'm going to be, like today, definitely a recovery day for me, it's worth it. It's always going to be sort of a give and take, It's like if I just avoid all of those things all the time, I'd be missing out on so much. I mean, had it been on a Tuesday or something like that, then maybe I wouldn't have been able to go, honestly, because of the backlash, sort of. But because it was a Thursday to Friday, and I know that I have today off, like yesterday, it was just like pain meds, lay down, TENS unit, and I just slept. I was completely knocked out. Today, not a day where I can get much done at all. But it's worth it, It really is. So I had an amazing time with the students and with my coworkers, just spending good quality time together. And it is something that I love. Granted, I realize I have been so spoiled by the van when it comes to packing. Packing everything in a backpack and staying in a tent, it's a completely different camping experience than if you have a van. I'll put it that way. But it was a blast. And not necessarily something that I will do every year or all the time because of the backlash pain-wise. But I still say, excellent experience. I will see you guys back here next week. And have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.